Assalomu alaykum hammaga. Bo'ldi, yana biz divizion ko'taramiz, divizion. Barchalarga assalomu alaykum. Yangi kirganlar yaxshimisizlar? Sonda yaxshimi? Sizlar yaxshimi?
Kelab ketinglar.
What's up, man?
There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at the goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bielski. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Mykolenko. Played out wide. Valverde. He's had a shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Luis Suarez. He might be in here. He's gone for goal. Oh, a very decent attempt. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. O'Shea with a definite foul there. And that is high.
Yarmolenko has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Cafu. And it's De Rossi. Maldini charging forward, the ball at his feet. That is ended up in no man's land. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Can he get onto this? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Qizil vaziyat etdi. Yer hurmatli sudya ham qizil biladi. Ma senga qizil.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Buyalski aimed beyond the defence. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shot could be on.
Yeah, bля, Suarez ебан.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that.
Could be danger here.
Jalab olmadim. Pizdiz. Ma yaxshi yutdim, shpittu. Birinchi g'alaba divizionda jigarlar. Assalomu alaykum yangi kirganlar. Bir donadan like deb bosib turamiz jigarlar. Bir donadan like. Go chat. Like knopkachasini ustiga ezib tashlanglar. Barchalarga assalomu alaykum. Yaxshimisizlar, chat? Bilmam, yutqizishim ham mumkin, yutishim ham mumkin, aniq bilmayman chat. Endi bu yoq qo'limizga bog'liq. Bilmem. Nasip qilgan bo'lsa yutamiz chat.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Boshlamay tur.
Pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now the game itself.
Boshlamay tur. Oz. Ketdik.
So off we go then.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he
bu ham
terrorizes
haram
Europe's
bolchimi
best
deyman.
defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Foot in. Now that's a lovely exchange. The ball goes in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Musiala gets on his bike and on the move. And he was alert to it. That's a cute ball. That was somewhat off target. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. O'Shea making good progress on the right-hand side. Nicely worked. Now it's Haaland. Engages and forces him off the ball. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Molina. First quarter of an hour gone. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Goes forward. It's an relaxing looking ball, that. Now it's Haaland. He's found a way. Tries from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance.
Yaxshi jigarlar. Yutkazib qo'ymasa bo'ldi.
He's done very well to take that back. And it's Lopez. Floated through. Didn't quite work for him. In it comes. And that's been drilled in. And it's hoisted clear.
Oy oy.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He's in a great position here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Always goal side. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, it's played into the... Terrific effort! Oh, Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
First breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal. Couldn't squeeze it through. Just eases him off the ball. Haaland, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
This is a promising build-up. Now, he's got space here. Molina. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Tacho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yamal and Bomo. That's a throw. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Tries to play it through. Now it's Haaland. Grimaldo. Yamal. A probing pass. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. O'Shea. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Vermeer. And Molina. Can he get on the end of this? And Burmo. Cross needs to be good. Well read. And the danger is averted. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Milan leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break.
Il proprietario dell'auto blu parcheggiata davanti ai cancelli è invitato a spostarla, altrimenti sarà rimossa. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Lascia il campo per il
Second period
numero
is on the
19.
way.
Messi, cambio di
Milan
giocatori.
clear ahead by the smallest of margins. That looks a cracking ball. And that's a good ball. And that was very necessary. The Rossi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Paris ended up in no man's land.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Messi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
And this is Messi. Peruzzi sends that a long way. O'Shea. Milan are looking to break at pace. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he whips it in. Oh, well played, well played. O'Shea. Great defending, strong and determined. In with the challenge. Team still separated by the game's only goal. And that is out of play.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9. O'Shea.
And that's definitely
Viene
not his
sostituito
best.
con il numero 24. Attenzione, una
Great
sostituzione.
vision. Not the most accurate pass. Fabian Ruiz. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Simeone. And it's Shevchenko. And smartly reclaimed. It's a searching pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Tacho makes the interception. He's a sharp little ball here. It's played through for him. He's shifting. Decent chance! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
PK. Beckham. Messi. Vlasic. Shevchenko. Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ronaldo has the space to scheme. Mbappe looking for the chance to skim one in from range. He's in plenty of space here, showing great feet there. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
5 minutes left on the clock. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Milan needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Out towards the flank. PK. Molina. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Messi. Oh, well measured. And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Your
reflections then, Jim.
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Barchalarga assalomu alaykum yana bir bora. Like'larni bosib turinglar chat. Jigarellolar.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's being shifted off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And another try!
Oy
It's
haram.
bounced back off the post.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
That has been cut short. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Neymar looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, some tackle that. And this is Ronaldo. Schweinsteiger is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And he's there to belt it away. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Milan still without a single shot on target.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Beckham running with the ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Van Dijk.
Manchester United always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
O'Shea. Now it's Villa. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And that's definitely not his best. Edmilson. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found a way through. Brilliantly cut out.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Pressing high and with purpose. Alaba. Edmilson. Yamal. interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Beckham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's just beyond his reach. Dani Olmo. And this is Beckham. For De Rossi. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. It'll be a throw-in. Van Dijk. O'Reilly. And it's Olmo.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Van Dijk. And Alaba. Chiellini. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Facciamo un applauso ai tifosi che oggi compiono gli anni. Recandosi al box informazioni dello stadio, riceveranno un simpatico omaggio. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Numero 21. Via.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more luck.
He's having a shot! Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's got a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Mbappe really has looked sharp, hasn't he? I get the feeling he fancies himself against this defence now.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Out towards the flank. And he's quick to return it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's shifting through the gears here. Dani Olmo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Neymar. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. And
goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He won't be happy with that one. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he keeps on giving it a go.
I suppose he's the type, Peter, where you gauge how well he's playing by the number of shots he gets away.
And we have our very first corner. Hoisted in. Tries to play it through. Oh, important interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their...
Mbappe! Mbappe! Irrepressible! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Milan are sitting pretty,
Let.
2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Threads one in, floated through. And here's Messi. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Oi, oi, oi.
Claims comfortable. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nicely worked. And this is Ronaldinho. Takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Ronaldinho clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Stood up well to him there. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Piqué is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Maldini. Cafu. Piqué. Oh, they could be caught out here. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's picked it up out wide. And he was alert to it. And this is Messi. Somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough of the pass, Peter, did he?
Could be danger here. Mbappe! Oh, now he can chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, he takes home the match ball. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe reflecting on a stellar...
Dajgerlar. Shunaqa o'yin. Kimdir yutish kerak, kimdir yutqizish kerak bu o'yinda. Kalla ishlash kerak. Da. Yaxshi akkaunti zo'r. Alexander Del Piero'lar bor ekan. Del Piero'lar. Del Piero'lar.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So off we go then.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection.
Ended up in no man's land. Nicely spread. Well, that looks a decent ball. De Rossi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, this is Del Piero. Schweinsteiger. De Rossi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Xavi Alonso. Koundé. Sent it crossfield.
Pretty robust defending.
Xavi Alonso. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. O'Shea. Now it's Haaland. Rijkaard. And it's Salah. Plays the return pass. It's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. He's intervened well there. Koundé.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Xavi Alonso. And it's Koundé. Looking for the run. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. It's a searching pass. That pass isn't the best. Koundé. Raul. And it's Serginho. They played for Rijkaard. Koundé. That's been intercepted. And he's had it nicked away. Mohamed Salah. Some good persistent defending here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Takes aim and crosses. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Oh, very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Messi coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this calibre.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Milan making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Xavi Alonso. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Distributed tidily. And it's Koundé. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position. Applies the finish! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Serginho. And this is Ronaldo, and the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. In by Del Piero. He's cut it out. Milan are looking to go forward now. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Xavi Alonso. Passes short and sharp. Beckham. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle goes for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So the action is resumed.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Good looking ball. Knocks it out wide. Nicely shaped ball. The referee has given a corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Cross into the box. He leaps for it. It's a goal. AC Milan are all square. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Cafu. Oh, red. Nice interception. Messi. Raul. Going about things with real menace.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Del Piero. Spread it left. Raul. And it's Serginho. And it's Xabi Alonso. Gets a good foot in there. Iniesta. Not the most accurate pass. Spread out to the left.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking to play him in. Iniesta. A player who needs no introduction. Messi going forward. And that has left him in a heap. Foot in. Pass somewhat off target. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Marquinhos. That's Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mohamed Salah. Rijkaard. Mohamed Salah. This is a promising build-up. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Serginho. Raul. Raul plays it in. Cannavaro with the clearance. Messi. Messi. Searching passes played there.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, what has happened here? Delivery from... Oh, good effort! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Messi fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And it's Messi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Two
20.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Marquinhos gets a foot in here.
El dorsal
Milan
18.
really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on
Serán
to win this,
sustituidos
it'll
por
be fully
el
deserved.
dorsal 11. Messi. El dorsal
Mbappe.
7. El dorsal 15.
Cannavaro gets it
El
away.
dorsal 21. El dorsal 5.
He's only too
Cambio
happy
de
to take that
jugadores.
back. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Just 5 minutes left. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Messi! It's hit the upright. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Messi really might have got ever so slightly across it. I don't think he intended to hit it so close to the frame of the goal. I mean, that's a bit obvious.
That was good alertness. Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
He's shifting through the gears here. And this is room. There's the shot! And the number on the board is 3. Oh, that is asking for... Oh, shooting chance! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Milan e Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And no, he's seen through all of that. It's a good run down the right. Beckham. Oh, that's nice. Dani Olmo, Pedro Porro, Kaká, nicely weighted ball. He's found a way through. Over to the right flank. This looks promising. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Neymar. Nicely spread. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Kuchli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Kuchli. And he's in on goal! He won't be happy with that one, and he is deftly away. Pedro Porro. Played out towards the right wing. And it's O'Shea. O'Shea. Oh, this is a very good run. Schweinsteiger is onto this. Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. And Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedro Porro. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Schweinsteiger. And it's Beckham. Rodri. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Ronaldinho. Now Neymar. Beckham. Can he spark a counter here? Spread to the right. Rodri. Kaká stood his ground strongly. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, red, nice interception. Cucurella. And here's Ronaldo. He'll try from distance. It's bounced back off the post.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That has been shifted off it. He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Ronaldinho. That looks a cracking ball. It's a goal kick. Beckham going forward. Beckham. Beckham. Rodri. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Numero 14.
We're on the move again.
Beckham.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kuchli. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's Alaba. Pacho. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Porro. Pacho. Buffon, a player who needs no introduction. And Kuchli, showing great feet there. Out of play for a throw. And it's Kuchli. Neymar. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Distributed tidily. And he's had it nicked away. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Big chance! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Pedro Porro. Dani Olmo. Kvaratskhelia. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. Pedro Porro. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Kuchli is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Kaka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's looking to catch him up. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's rather hopeful. Good try, very good try in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Pedro Porro. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Olmo. Now Ronaldinho. Rodri. Pacho. Very nicely done. Good spot that. And it's Porro. And Kvaratskhelia. Played into space. And it's been played through. Just about within shooting range. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Neymar.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Neymar. And it's Alaba. Alaba. Pedro Porro. And back to the goalkeeper. Buffon, a keeper with complete command over his defence.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much
Ci
faster.
sarà un minuto di recupero.
Alaba. And it's Porro. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable.
Ricordiamo
Your
a
reflections
tutti i
then,
tifosi
Jim.
che è
Well,
possibile
Peter,
consumare-
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Hello,
hours,
everybody,
it might
and
not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy.
Against
This
Milan.
certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. And it's Iniesta. Now it's Ferran Torres. Iniesta. David Villa. And this is Schweinsteiger. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And it's Marino. Oh, easy pickings there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. That's got him rattled. Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Here's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Mikel Merino. Merino!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Fabian Ruiz! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Ødegaard is there, and he can pick it up. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Fabian Ruiz gets a foot in here. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. And he's managed to get free. Saka has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
That is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
After 23 minutes is number 10, Alexander Arnold. Alexander Arnold. Alexander Arnold. Substitution.
Milan choosing to make the first change. So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Yamal. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, he's got space here. It's a goal kick.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Milan can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Mbappe finds himself offside. Not the most accurate pass. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Let. Superb let.
Rising over the bar.
Marino will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Schweinsteiger. And he's intervened well there. Iniesta. Iniesta gets on his bike and on the move. Ferran Torres chasing after it. And it's Ødegaard. Messi.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Yamal supplying the width on this right-hand side. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance.
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Diomande kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It'll be a throw-in. Messi. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. The message is clear, none shall pass.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Can he spark a counter here? He's got away. And here's Mbappe. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Messi, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now there's the clearance. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution in progress.
The second period is on the way.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, good-looking ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Kaká. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kaká gets into a good position. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Milan still this single goal behind. Looking to play him in. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. Can he finish? He's beaten the kick, and he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 57 minutes is...
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's found the way through. Messi. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Just about up to the hour now. Yamal, the man with such great vision. No, he's not getting past him there. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Ferran Torres. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Iniesta. There he goes. It's Iniesta! And he nearly went all the way.
Iniesta can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
One Ancha bilaganda normal o'ynamaydi bular.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Wriggles his way through. Messi is the key defender on that occasion. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Saka venturing down the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi, good purposeful running this. DiMarco defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Messi surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Ferran Torres is onto this. De Rossi. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Messi. Oh, cracking ball. Takes a shot! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan have their lead.
And
the finish!
Number 18.
Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Coming on the field, number 4, Messi. Number 23, Alvarez. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 9,
Roberto Carlos moves short. DiMarco can get it clear. Oh, shooting chance! And he can thump it away.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Simeone. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Messi. And he thumps it clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Messi powering forward here. Fabian Ruiz gets it clear.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's having a pop! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Might want to be careful there.
That's that, the end.
لا بلاد.
So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Kaka voted man of the match
And a
and
quick
deservedly
announcement today
so.
that memorabilia from today's match is
Thoughts
now
on what
on
we've just
sale in
seen?
the stadium.
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we
Kaka
just witnessed. As soon as they
diyorum.
got their goal, you felt they were
Sukar.
always going to go on and find a win.
Tak. Zor. Просто top. Tak. Barchalarga assalomu alaykum, yangi kirganlar. Bir to'nadan like'larni bosib turamiz. Chat. Hop, qani ketdi endi. Men hayron qolayotganim shu, nimaga chap qanotga qo'yyapti u? Mbappe. Shuni bilolmayapman. Bu qaytishimda o'qiy.
Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Milan need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to tries one from range. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi! He scored!
Well, once more,
Yeah,
it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Messi, and Messi! Messi! Genius!
Do'stlar.
It really is a finish of the highest order. Two, and we've barely begun here. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Milan are sitting pretty. 2-0. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with the corner, they're first. And now they can clear their lines. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Schweinsteiger. That has not gone well. Great ball, and Messi! And it's there! Three! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture.
De Rossi!
Oh, blad.
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
It's a pretty loose pass. Messi.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And he is dashing away. A header! And again! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Milan are at the peak of their power. Takes a shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, sweet feet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Now it's Haaland. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
O'Shea cannot be beaten that easily.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Chips it through. Oh, good effort! Oh, denied at the last.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Corner number 2 then. Mbappe! Keeper always had the measure of that. Now it's Haaland. He'll try from distance! Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two. And Messi! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That's an excellent interception. And it's been hooked away. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. Time and again they are repelled. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Paredes.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Akanji. And he's gone looking for safety. Cafu finding himself in space.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
This is Messi. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Messi. And the referee has blown for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. Back on the way then. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Goes looking wide. That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's picked his way through. Incoming delivery. Oh, good glide! And that's wide. Mbappe. Messi. Decent chance! Goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
He's got 4. Mbappe! And that's in. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh no, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, nice touch. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Cafu cuts it out. Now it's Messi. And he shoots! No, that's just wide. Kanji wins the duel this time. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, nice interception. Iniesta. Bellingham. De Rossi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Aimed beyond the defence and played right into his path. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Paredes kept his eye on it, and he's there. But where it came from, oh, no joy this time. And he can clear it away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Great vision. Iniesta. Now he's got space here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That'll be a throw.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24. Numero 4. Iniesta.
Cannavaro scooting forward. Oh, that's fabulous.
Numero 6. Schweinsteiger. Lasciano il campo per
Zaire Emery.
il numero 20.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And Messi! It's a goal!
Nima qilyapti bu?
And this is getting ridiculous. ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
How many? Just how many? Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. And this is Messi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Passes short and sharp. Can he finish? And he's missed it. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he cuts out the supply. Zaire Emery could move up a gear here. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Real chance!
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, good looking ball. It's good running with the ball. And no, he's seen through all of that. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's that, the end. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan really were brilliant today, Peter. To produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve every bit their status.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori, attenzione! Il papà del bambino che indossa un cappellino blu è atteso all'area informazioni.
Alhamdulillah.
Yağmet sen kelime koruma bile maske bitirmeysen gidin ya hanım.
Futbol diye Россияның локомотив командасы.
Futbolda 3. divizionga ham chiqib oldik. Qani ketdi yana bular qo'yamiz. Tabii ki önemli.
Milan are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Yes, getting... David! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
David clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Asa! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, now he can run away with it. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi. Now here's the delivery. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's David. Maldini produces the perfect tackle there. Iniesta is wide and looking to get onto this. He is through here. And that's an excellent interception. Vitinha. Dembele proves just a little bit too strong. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Looking here to chip it through. Caught offside that time. Schweinsteiger. David. He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard. This is... And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United have fired themselves. Messi! And there's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Played into space. This looks promising. And a chance! Goal! Milan!
Well,
And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That's a cute ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Hernandez. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Played in. Towering! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. That's good running with the ball. Impressive jump! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's had it nicked away.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Mbappe, and this is Messi. Dembele. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez receives it in a wide position. Iniesta. Well, that's well seen too. And it's half-time.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
It is now time for our special lottery.
Milan
Please
up by
grab the
3
tickets you were
after
given when you
a
were walking through the
terrific
gates.
45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough. The second period is underway. Just eases him off the ball. Batistuta. O'Shea can clear it away. And it's Hernandez. That is good pressure, just... And Batistuta! That's a decent clearance. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, nice touch. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Manchester United get their 4th corner. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Messi receives it in a good position here. Dembele. And here's Hazard. Schweinsteiger. Dembele. Hernandez gets into a good position. They're up to 5 corners now. Milan are looking to go forward now. And he is deftly away. Threads one in. Mbappe! Oh, brilliant save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's David. Oh, that's superb. Shot goal! And it's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So could they be onto something here?
The attendance for
Almost
this
an hour
match
gone.
was 71,898.
De Rossi. Iniesta charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's had it taken off him. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. O'Shea promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's having a go! Denied by an instinctive save.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner count
Number
is rising.
20,
That's 6.
Batistuta. Number 9,
That has been knocked clear.
David. Number 5, Hazard.
And now they can spring
Number
out of
11,
defence.
Dembele. Coming on the field, Number 4.
And he cuts out the supply.
Ferran Torres. Number 23, Shevchenko.
Now it's Ferran Torres.
Number 10, Messi. Number
Ronaldinho
18,
carries the ball down the right.
Rashford.
It's
Substitution.
beautifully weighted. Real chance! And that was probably asking just too much. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking to play him in. Messi picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? It's hit the crossbar. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Half an hour gone in the second half. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
This is a promising build-up. He won't be happy with that one. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! He gave it plenty and some. Crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, he's burst through. He's had a shot! And he's there to clear it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Romero does well to get it back.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And this is Shevchenko. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vitinha gets across to intercept that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's managed to get free. And the ball's gone astray. Cafu. Not too much more here than seeing out time. And there goes the final whistle. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
Hello,
Mbappe
attendees.
voted
This
man
is
of the
a
match,
Lost
and
Children's
deservedly so.
announcement, with the father of a boy in the green.